This right here recognizes 25 years of service. This is a nice looking clock right there. Some kind of like scorpion monster thing. That was really cool. 0.375. Is that 10 karat? Might be 10 karat gold right there. I can test it when I get home. It won't be. That's heavy. Ooh. That is really good. Did you see that right there? Let's see what this is. The Dungeons & Dragons stuff is very detailed, very clean. Ooh. I'm thinking that's early 80s. That is actually a really good find. Another sealed brand new. That's incredible. Alien. The Atari ST. That one is also sealed. So awesome. So much cool stuff here. So much cool stuff. This is good, guys. This is, you see Apple right there. Pinewood Derby trophy. All right, good morning, Locker Nuts. What is up? We are in Rancho Cordova. Look who we got. We got Uncle Mike.
Good morning.
Helping today. And we got Tyler. Tyler's back for more. You're excited, right?
Yes.
This is the last 3 lockers.
Honest, Tyler, you ain't excited about this. It's a good workout.
We're gonna get a workout. We're moving some good stuff, I think. This is that 6 locker estate that I bought, and we haven't been here in months, right? Months. Like beginning of summer, and now it's the end of summer, it's middle August. So we're back to get as much of the 3 as we can and fill this trailer up. So let me show you guys what we got to work with. All right, this one is the one we're already pulling out of, already making some room here. This is what I think was the least interesting of the units. Well, actually, one of the other ones was almost empty. That one probably is the least. This one, well, actually there's a lot of boxes in there. So that's kind of cool. This is the first one that Jen and I looked at. We saw that instrument right there and the shelves. Yeah, who knows what's gonna come out of there. All right, that's a 5x15. And then right here, we've got another 5x15. This is the first one that Jan and I like emptied basically. Went in, this is where all the comics were in the back. We shoved a whole bunch of stuff in here. So a lot of this stuff's been gone through, or at least like peeked in boxes. A little garbage I threw in at the last minute. But that one, we'll see if we can get that. Actually, that might be the last one that we get. Because this one right here, Jan and I also went in, we dug this path out on the first day we came. These over here, we did kind of peek in those. These over here, we've not been into many of those boxes, so who knows what's in there. But in this locker, here's where we found a lot of the cards and a lot of the video games. So there might be more of that kind of stuff here, but you never know. If you guys didn't see the earlier videos, this is where I bought 6 lockers. The gentleman that passed away and his family sold us, private party deal, his estate. So these 6 lockers were packed full. All but one were packed full. One was like half full maybe. And we found comics, cards, not baseball cards, not sports cards, but like collectible cards and books and video games, a lot of vintage stuff. It's been a lot of fun. But right now, we're gonna get as much of these 3 into the trailer. We're hopefully getting down to just 1 locker. If we can fit them all, great, but I don't think we're going to. There's kind of the first neat thing we found. It's the old sled. What's that? Oh, that's a brake. Oh, that's really neat. Stiga snow racer.
That's cool. I like it.
That's neat. They don't make them like that anymore.
No.
Okay, how's it going? Oh, you got that table. Nice.
I don't know about nudity.
All right.
Says,
2 layers.
Carry it on, Uncle Mike.
It's good for my ratings. All right. Good. That's a 3rd layer now, right?
Yeah, 3rd tier.
We're going quick, you guys. Going quick. Okay. Whew. First one. Just about done. A couple loose items. Not a biggie. I'll sweep this out at some point. There's a couple items. And that ain't bad. Now we're on to one of the next ones. Okay. There we are. What do you think? 2/3 full?
Yeah, I would say.
2/3 full. There's the last piece coming out. I mean, there's a couple little odds and ends, but that's 2 lockers done. All right. We are not done, but there's a wall. Keep everything nice and snug. We're gonna fit it all. We got Uncle Mike. This is the best this trailer's ever been packed. All right, guys, it's the day after. This is the final product. I'll tell you what, I was so beat by the end of that day. I did not have the mental capacity to capture that on footage. Man, we worked so hard to get this done, and we really did do it pretty quick. But here it is, almost a full trailer. I say almost because you see we have a lot of room here. We could have fit actually quite a bit more, and we didn't even think all three would fit. Got a shout out to Uncle Mike for packing this thing so well that we were able to accomplish that. I thought we could maybe do it if we filled the back of the truck, but of course when I got back last night I was happy to not have to unload the back of my truck. So we're closed out, moved out. All the stuff is now local for me. Feels relieving. That unit was costing me $40 per month per unit, and there was 3 units that it was originally 6. I was down to 3. 120 bucks a month. I'd no longer have to shell out. But now I've got to get this stuff out of here into my unit so I can go through it at my own leisure. And I think we're gonna find a lot of goodies in there. All right. But yeah, I got home yesterday, had to unhook this, do a couple errands, pick kids up from school. By the time Jana and I had to eat, Jana and I got home at like, I don't know, 5:30 or something. I'm like, I need to take a nap. I fell asleep. I woke up at 9:30, and I think the only reason I woke up is because the power went out and the fan shut off and the air conditioning shut off. I woke up sweating. It was blazing hot. So I'd open all the windows up, and yeah, that was not the way you want to wake up. But I'm like, oh man, I hope I can fall back asleep. An hour later, I was asleep. I slept all night. I was exhausted. Yeah, but right now I'm just gonna start grabbing a few boxes, start loading a little bit of stuff into my unit just because I got some time. I'll update you guys if I find anything of particular interest. Okay guys, I went through a few boxes, just a few boxes. Basically what I'm doing is pulling out stuff here that's gonna like maybe go into our live auctions and such. Look at this. Actually, this is kind of cool right here. Let me show it to you. Those are mostly just cards, puzzles, and a little more interesting stuff. I got a box like this right here, a couple things that will go to the Dianza flea market, the little bit higher end flea market. This I just thought was kind of neat. It looks like a do-it-yourselfer, but a little tiny wood box with dice and dominoes glued to it. Just kind of neat. I don't know. We'll get a few bucks for it maybe. But this right here, it says marbles inside. A little wood box, looks like an art box or something. Paintbrushes and the slots on the side here, but it says marbles inside. Check this out. That's pretty cool, right? Look at the size of that marble. Oh, it's got something inside of it too. I don't know, what is that, the Sphinx or something? That's neat. So, yeah, these definitely look older. Ooh, those are neat stuff. Neat stuff. Marbles we will put into our live auction. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. A little bit more marbles. We love old marbles. Those we'll put into our live auction. So I'll bring those home. Those will go in, the next couple auctions probably. This is neat. Phantasm 2. This summer the ball is back. See right there, 1988, Universal City Studios. 1988, pretty cool. Phantasm, man, I think that came out in the 70s. I think the sequel came out much later. If not, it was the early 80s for the original. That movie scared the crud out of me. That was a very scary movie at the time. Oh, and then I found this dice right here. It says Bahamas. It's a bank. I popped the top off the bottom. And look what's inside. Cool. Yeah, the little black pieces here, those are the remains of the cap that went over this. It was plastic and it was just super brittle from age, so when I went to pull it off, it just kind of just disintegrated. So that was not salvageable. But there we go, a bunch of dimes. I don't see any silver in here. But still, hey, we love finding money though. There's some money. All right, cool. Okay, I did a few more boxes. I think like 3 or 4 boxes. Only found a few more things. This I thought was really cool. 1986. What's that? PKR Corp puzzle. Polar bear. That's a really neat. It's plastic. I think it's neat. Here's a Disneyland book, or what is that? Pictorial souvenir, 1993. It's 30 years old. That's kind of neat. Anything Disney we usually put aside. And then I found this right here. It's another piggy bank. And I see some large coins in there. That's, I think, a $1 coin. Let's find out. I popped the cap off. The cap's right over there. Yeah, guys, we're finding more money. More money. That's good. Yeah, right there. Eisenhower, $1. And a few quarters, bigger ones. You know, I mean, bigger than dimes, right? Quarters. So, yeah, that's good. All right, Locker Nuts, we're back. I actually ended that day a little abruptly. It was just getting late. It was getting hot and the sun was coming in. It was just not a good filming environment. So I just decided to cut it short. I did process some garbage. I have a few things I wanted to show you. But first, I'm not really wearing the proper attire. So before we start, let me get my shoes on. You ready? Check this out. Ooh. Yeah, did it. I've only done that trick a few times. Learned that in locker training school, and works with shoes too. Check it out. Whew. Okay, yeah. Kids love that trick. All right. Yeah, I haven't taught them how to do it yet, but yeah. All right, let's let me show you a few things on the table from the last time I was here. Pennies. And there's some more wheat pennies here. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more wheat pennies. Okay, not a big deal, but we'll put the wheat pennies aside. I don't really think there's that much to look for in those, but I might be wrong. You guys let me know if I'm wrong on that, if it's a non-wheat penny, something newer, if it's got the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Are there any that we should be looking out for? I don't think so, but I don't really know. I don't know coins all that well. And then this, did I show this already? I don't think so. I don't remember. I'm not going to take it out because the packing peanuts are holding it in place, but this right here recognizes 25 years of service from Safeway stores. It's dated 1962. So I think that must have been when this gentleman started work at Safeway, and I think this may have been his father. I'm not exactly sure. But 1962, I don't think 25 years before that, that would have put us at 1937. I don't think Safeway is around 1937. I might be wrong. Safeway is a grocery store, a very big grocery store. It's where we buy most of our groceries. We love Safeway, but 1962, I have a feeling when they started, 25 years of service, they give them this clock. It looks like a very nice high-end clock. You can see in there it says Atmos Jaeger Le Couture. This is a nice looking clock right there. It's got some paperwork in there. Maybe I should take it out. I don't know. I'll see if I can find some comps on that. Usually trophies are not something that is resellable, but maybe this piece is a little different. That is definitely a nice clock. All right, I got my trailer over here, so I just brought over the first load, and the first box was all paperwork. This one's looking a little better. Let's see what's in here. All right. I know you guys like this part. I try to film all the unboxing, but this was 3 lockers full of stuff. I mean, it was originally 6 lockers full of stuff, but right now 3 lockers full of stuff. It's just too much stuff. Oh, this is neat. Little pewter figures. What are these, though? Huh. I don't know if these are like Dungeons and Dragons related type stuff. They don't look all that sharp. Like if you see this one, he's got like these edges there that need to be cut out. That's kind of a sloppy work. It almost looks like he cast these himself. Interesting, right? They might be lead. They might not be pewter. This might be lead right here. Kind of feels like it actually. It almost has like a soft, silky feel to it. I think it might be lead. There's a little stormtrooper. There might be a little bit of value in these. I really don't know, but it's definitely interesting. This is kind of stuff we would sell in our live auctions for sure. It's kind of stuff we're looking for. Yeah, neat. Okay, so I'll put that aside. Look what we got right here. Load Runners Rescue from Synapse. That's for the Atari 48K. This is a vintage computer. Oh, we see more. Oh yeah, lots more pewter or lead or whatever they are. But this is a vintage video game thing right there. What? Demo Products of Berkeley. What is this? Oh, Bumper Wit Kit. Bumper Wit Kit. 4 self-sticking strips in 4 colors with felt markers, number stencils, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't know. Flea market. Okay, there's a bunch more figurines and stuff. Ooh, look at that. Ah, his arm's busted off. Some kind of like scorpion monster thing. That was really cool. I wonder what he was doing with this stuff. Very interesting. And because he was a game developer, if you watched the earlier videos, you know that he is a game developer, as well as a game collector and a puzzle designer. So I'm wondering, like, this could have just been a hobby right here. Look at all these figurines. This could have just been a hobby, or this could have been maybe something that he was looking to mass produce, and these were prototypes. I don't know. Super cool, though. I like it. What is that? Got some markings on it right there. I'm not sure what it says. It's interesting. It might be a little bit of gold right there. It might be. I don't know if this is going to work. I've never tried this with the GoPro before. Is that focusing? I don't think it is, but ooh, maybe it is. It says 0.375. 0.375. Is that 10 karat? Might be 10 karat gold right there. I can test it when I get home. It won't be very much. I mean, this may be like, I don't know. I don't even think that's a gram. But if it's gold, I'm still happy. I'll put it in there. What else we got? This is a fun little box. Okay, a bunch of vintage pencils and stuff. Nothing too exciting there. Electronic dice. Electronic hobby assemble kits, huh? Oh, look, it's working. Oh my goodness, you roll the dice. What the heck? That's actually kind of neat. It's a 1. How funny. I'll put that aside. We might sell that with a dice lot just because it's dice related novelty. Oh, what's this? Pax Galacta. I'm telling you, I think this might be prototypes for some sort of game. That's neat. Whoa, look at this. That one's actually painted. Neat. There's Mickey Mouse. Very rough. You see this? I think he was casting these himself. But there's someone's arm right there busted off. I'm assuming it's an arm handle for something. There's a scorpion. There's a brand new toothbrush. It's definitely vintage. Is there money in these vintage products? I know people have been freaking out when I throw away like an old like toilet paper roll or an old like bar of deodorant or something. I forget what it was, but freak out over that, saying there's so much value in tissue box. That's what it was, tissue box. Yeah. Can't imagine there being that much value in it, but ooh, guys, look at this. That is really good. Did you see that right there? Oh, let me get some of this stuff out the way. Come on, get out the way. That's heavy. It's tools or paintbrushes or something. Oh. Now I'm excited. I knew this was a good little box. Right up my alley. Look at that. More of these pewter guys. Or lead. I don't know what they are. Cool. Obviously, those are from the same form, right? Same cast or whatever. Neat. It's a dragon. Okay, we're just going to put them all in here and be very gentle so we don't break them up. This thing's it's gonna have some weight. Oh, okay. Whole bunch more. Some of these are heavy. Like these right here, this is just, that's straight up heavy. Heavy, man, heavy. Okay, alright, I'm getting distracted by that stuff. This is what I really wanted to look at right here. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeon Dragon stuff is one of my favorite finds, just because I just geeked out over it when I was young. And it's just extremely rare to find. 5009 Dragon's Lair. Let's look that up and get a price for it. Okay. Is that what this was? This is actually the little figurines? Yeah, figure sets for adventure gaming. So maybe some of this really is Dungeons & Dragons. These, of course, are much better quality. Oh, wow. This is a dragon that you put together. That's his head. There's his eggs. I get it now. Dragon's lair, right? Yes. There's a little dragon hatching out of the egg. That's so cool. Here's his body. Most of his body. Looks like he put on his arm. I wonder if his hands broke off. That I think broke off. That's supposed to go right there. Arm, leg, yes. Wings, dope. Okay, I don't think he's complete because it seems like there should be something else right here, but maybe it's in there. Maybe. Okay, that might be easy to find because it's like a different color almost. It's much higher quality. All right, we'll be careful with all this stuff. And is there anything else in here? Empty boxes. Empty boxes. That's a really exciting find right there. It's a vintage wallet right there. United States Olympic Committee. That's pretty cool. Put that aside. Alright, that's it, guys. That's it. Okay, wait a second. I said that was it. I forgot about this thing. Let's see what this is. I'm thinking paintbrushes, but it's too heavy for paintbrushes. Ooh. Guys, I think I know what this is. I think these are Dungeons and Dragons, guys. I think these are the real figures, maybe. Maybe not. This seems like this was a portable thing that he could bring and play with. Okay. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just do-it-yourselfer. That one looks a little rough. It's not extremely detailed. There's another one, rough. It's got some writing on the bottom, but again, I think that is do-it-yourselfer. The Dungeons and Dragons stuff is very detailed, very clean, and I think would be stamped on the bottom. That could be Dungeons and Dragons there. That looks a lot cleaner. I don't see a TSR, but you know what? He broke off. He's got a broken foot. I think he meant to go on a base or something. There it is right there. He broke off the base. And that one's got a stamp on the bottom, and this is definitely something a little better, more professional. I can't really read the stamp though. I need that loop, and I'm not gonna get it for this. But a ton more right here. Tons more. It's cool. I don't know what that is. It looks like just a blob. There are blobs in Dungeons and Dragons. I do remember that. Gelatinous blob. That one's a little more detailed. 2000A. 2002. 2002A, number 479. I don't know what that is. Looks like more like a futuristic game. The gal's got a gun. This one's got a gun. 1998 PPC. All right, that's definitely interesting. All right, I've never found anything like that before. Traveling pouch for pewter game figures. Very cool. Okay, this thing, Benny Hill, that's funny. Yorotsuki Doji, Return of the Overfiend. Absolutely not for children. Okay, I thought maybe that was sealed. It is open. This anime stuff can be worth some money sometimes. Felix the Cat, Independence Day, Betty Boop. Nothing too exciting. All right, got this big box with a few small bags in here. Oh, this looks kind of decent. Oh, rollerball. These are puzzles. Puzzles. Look at this. They're painted nuts. Hey guys, there's some locker nuts right here. Kind of funny, huh? Okay, some of them are glued together. I was just trying to see if this is IPP. Yeah, IPP 14. All right, IPP. There's an IPP puzzle. IPP stands for International Puzzle Party, in case you haven't watched the earlier videos. And that is the good stuff. That's what we're hoping to find. Souvenir 14th International Puzzle Collectors Party. There's another one. These are some cool puzzles. GW. Wow, that seems very high quality. It's brass. Nice, okay. Alright, So, this is good stuff, guys. That's really good. Let me get one of these boxes right here. We've been selling these in our live auctions, and they become very popular part of the live auction, really. Pete's Pike, Conquer the Mountain. Game night prize, not for resale. Feels empty. It is empty. Ben Stein. He's so funny. Expelled. Bueller. Table, can, puzzle. Look through all discs. No file by that name. What? Documents. Whole bunch of zip discs. What to do with these, eh? Small percentage, 1 to 15. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. There's a lot of discs here. I don't really know what to do with those. These used to have a little bit of value, but recently I've looked them up and they don't sell for much at all on eBay. What do we got here? Nothing. A puzzle. Magnets. I think this all goes together somehow. These little steel rods, metal rods in there somehow. All right. Okay, I went through a few boxes. Nothing too interesting, guys. I mean, really the only interesting thing I found was this old Winchester 22 ammo right here. It looks older, and it's just kind of neat. Old box. Baking soda. Just bring that home and use it. That's not a good find. It's just useful to me. But this right here, look at this. Official records of the 22nd International Puzzle Party. Here's the 25th. There's, ooh, yes. 19th International Puzzle Party. This is pretty cool right here. Pretty cool. Wow. So, oh my goodness. This, I think, is solutions to the puzzles. Oh, okay. IPP 17, IPP 19. There's the 29th in San Francisco. Look how nice their books got. These are definitely look low production, like this is done at Kinko's or something. This is a little bit more professional. Yeah, especially for 2009, that wasn't cheap. Jeez, this one looks just like a yearbook. Look at that. That's super high professional. This is actually, I think, a really good find right here. 2012, 2000. And what's ironic about this find is that one of our live auction buyers who buys a lot of the puzzles, we have a lot of people that are interested in the puzzles, but probably our biggest buyer of the puzzles just asked me recently to make sure if we keep any paperwork or anything we find on puzzles. We haven't found that much. We find like a box of puzzles and not that much paperwork that comes with it. This is the first like IPP like major paperwork score, and I say this is, if these are the solutions to the puzzles, this is extremely helpful. So there's IPP 26. Here's all the attendees. Oh, look at this kid's young. This kid's young too. How interesting. There's quite a variety of ages here, from young to old. Okay, and there's a lot of people that attend this. Very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. That's, I think, a good find right there. Okay, what else we got in this box right here? This box is turning out to be nice. Okay, that's a graphic novel, Seven Samurai, and then we got some Starlog magazines. These ones, some of these have been sealed. Some of the Starlogs I think do have a little bit of value, but lotted up, like with as many as we found quite a bit. I think there's going to be some value in Starlogs. I don't know about those types of things, but. And then what else we got? And there's another potential value right here. Cineflex. There's Interview with the Vampire, Tom Cruise. These also can have some significant value, actually. Some of these I think are upwards of like 30, 40, 50 bucks per book. And we have a lot of them. Ooh, these are puzzles right here. Rhombics, we found some similar stuff. I don't know if there's collectability in those, but and then there's just some jigsaw puzzles. All right. Wooden puzzles, Disney stuff. Yeah, not too impressed with that stuff. I don't know if that's something special. It doesn't look like it. All right, guys, next box in. It's a microwave box, but it says old software. I did peek in here, and that looks to be maybe what it is. Check this out. First off, got an old board game here. Groovy. And it's in German. That's interesting. And that's what it appears to be. See the parts in there? That's groovy. That is groovy. What is it groovy? I don't know. This is groovy right here. Ooh. That's sealed. Look at this. SSI, Strategic Simulations. This is for the Atari ST. That's a sealed vintage video game for the very old Atari system. What? It says right here, Apple is a registered trademark of Apple Computer. What has it got Apple in there for? I don't know. What does this have to do with Apple? I don't know. I don't see a date. I'm thinking that's early 80s. That is actually a really good find. Dang, here's another one. Road War Europa. Another sealed brand new. That's incredible. I don't know the value on those. We'll look it up, right? We'll look that up. I think it's definitely a good find. Even if it's not super high value, it's a rare find. This one, I don't think that's complete. That's for the Commodore and Amiga. There's no discs in there. It's supposed to have the discs, and I don't see the discs. What's this? Oh, some Legos. That's kind of funny. Only funny because I have a bunch of these at home that I need to get sold. Now we have a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna put the Legos over here. This is kind of an area I'm sticking stuff to go to Deanza Flea Market. All right, Quadruplien. The Atari ST. Okay, there's a poster. All right, that one's got the discs in there. That's good. Interesting. Dang, look at this, guys. Here's another one. Fantasy 2. Another SSI for the Atari ST. This is really good. Really good. Henry Youngman's 10,000 one-liners. That's funny. It's a joke book, so I guess it's supposed to be funny. Quotations. Okay, there's some books here. Quotations. I'd rather have the software than books. What's this? Zoom racks. Oh, from an Apple Computer quote there. Okay, that's got a little disc in there. Zoom racks too. Cool. That could potentially be good. This Rockford, the arcade game. Electronic Arts for the Atari ST. That's another sealed brand new piece right there. Please be something good. Please. 212B Baker Street. That looks like Sherlock Holmes. Demo only, not for resale. Interesting. That one is also sealed. The seal's broken right here, but it's not split all the way up. It's just a little damage to the shrink wrap, but it's never been opened. Oh, here's another one. Huh. A couple more. Huh. There's a golden oldies for the Atari ST. I don't know what that is. Okay, this is Adventure, Eliza, Life, and Pong. So old golden oldies, meaning oldie games at that time, which is a long time ago. It's kind of funny, right? Gone Fishing, another demonstration only, and that's sealed brand new. This is some vintage stuff. Ooh, Battle Lords. Command Deck. This is some more trading card stuff. The box right there. Oh, look at that. Ultimate 4. Wait. Sims. Okay, there's an old SimCity, and that's for the Amiga. Isn't that funny? SimCity's been around that long. Great. Ultima 5. I said Ultima 4. It's not. It's Ultima 5. How interesting. Guys, we found the Ultima, I think it was 2 or 3, in this very locker. This is the train locker that we're actually here filming from. The old train locker. And over in this area right here, we had a bunch of computer stuff. And I found one of these. I think it was right over there. I found a very old Ultima. It was either 2 or 3. Apple II. It's got the map on cloth. So awesome. Yes. So much cool stuff here. So much cool stuff. Okay, now this is something different. SX. That is the book. I think this guy's involved in writing SX, and we have the actual book. Now we have the disc to go with it. Ultima 5, Ultima 5, Ultima 5, Ultima 5. And the discs are numbered 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So hopefully that's all of them. The SX is something different. I'm actually going to put that loose in there, so I don't want to forget it's in here. Now look at this little coin right here. I wonder if that's part of the game. Funny. All right, this, I don't know value on this, but this could be a couple $100. It could be $500. I don't think it's that much. I think it is a couple $100 right there though. Oh, sweet. Might and Magic 2. I had this game. This one's for the IBM Tandy. Mine was for the Apple, but I had this game. This is a fantastic game for the time, right? For the time, not by today's standards, but for the time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a throwback, guys. This is very cool, very cool. Did you play this back in the day? If you did, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you are from that era. As Zach McCracken. That sounds like a joke name. I don't think it is, but any relation to Phil McCracken? Okay, that was very juvenile. Atari ST, and yeah. Starfleet 1, The War Begins. Atari ST, that's another demonstration only. I don't think they're gonna mind if we sell it though. There's some Lego parts. Put that in the box, put it with our Legos. Start magazine. What do we got in here? There's a disc in there. Still sealed. That's interesting. Another one, Start magazine, and it's got the disc still in there. Your start disc enclosed. 1989. Look what that guy's wearing. Total 80s. Start. Here's another software game right here. Puzzle Gallery. Macintosh version. Ooh, Zork Zero. This is for the Macintosh. This is good, guys. Nevermind. Cyclops. I don't even know what game that's for. Or what platform. Overlord. This is for the Atari 520/1040. Okay. Yeah, this is a good box right here. Old software is what it promised. Equilibrium. There's a disc in there. I'm not sure what game that's for. And Beyond Zork. I think these are good. Zork. All right. Guys, that was a really good box. With the exception of the few of these quotation books, which I'm not that impressed with. This old computer stuff is very, very good. Okay, here's something I found in another box. I think it's the only interesting thing I found in that particular box. This is, you see Apple right there. And it's got the classic Apple packaging, everything high quality, but this is not a computer product. I want to show you guys what this is. I haven't opened it, but I know what it is. Look at this. This is an actual photo book. So Apple was providing the service. Maybe they still do. I don't really know. But I know we've done these before. 2012. Somebody had this, that's funny. To Bill. Challenge yourself. How funny. Chuck Somerville, huh? And this guy produced this? Interesting. So, this looks like a prototypes for a game, like sketches and... Oh, wow, look at this. iPhone games. Chuck Somerville, the creator of Chips Challenge. Okay, I don't know what that is, if there's significance. I mainly just want to show you guys how cool this stuff is. Maybe Apple still does this, I don't know, but basically you take your iPhoto or whatever they call it at the time, I think it was iPhotos, and you can arrange them like this through the app and upload it and have a booklet printed out. You know, back then it was super cool. Now it's much more commonplace, but we had some of our family stuff done this way, and I think they still do it, but I think a lot of companies do it. Apple was one of the first, and at least the first that we used. So kind of neat. Anyways, I don't think there's any value here, but there's a neat factor there. Okay, this next box looks junky, and I don't know why I'm starting the camera right now, but that is some petrified sourdough. It probably is really good. Oh, actually it's not sourdough, it's whole wheat. But yeah, I'm surprised rats didn't get into that. We're actually pretty lucky that they didn't. So, oh, here's Crystal Head Vodka. We already found one of the Crystal Head bottles. kept these for some reason. Those are definitely cool. Definitely cool packaging right there. I think there's a little value on those. I don't know. What else we got in here? Oh, we got some French bread. Ooh la la. That's probably 15-year-old French bread. No mold on it. That's kind of interesting. What we got in here? Nothing. And too bad. Let's see. Busby Toys, little broken gun there, and yeah, aluminum can. I've been keeping aluminum over there. Not very much in there, but we'll add to it. And this will go away. Okay, next box. Y'all. Huh, look at that. It's like partially taped up. Had been opened at some point. What we got here? That's really neat. Cub Scouts Pinewood Derby trophy. Huh, Boy Scouts of America, Cub Scouts. This looks vintage to me. That's kind of a neat piece. We got two of them. Huh, too bad. This one, the little Boy Scout things has come off. Ooh, I think we have more. I think we have more software in here. This is good. Yeah, that is creepy. That is super creepy, but 1958 Moldcraft Ink. Moldcraft. That's an old piggy bank shaped like a clown. That's the stuff of nightmares right there, but I'm gonna put that aside because 1958, yeah. Okay, yes. Warship, Atari ST, it says demo copy. That is brand new, sealed once again. Oh, I can't believe he kept this stuff in such good condition. Dragon Lore, IBM CD-ROM. That looks cool. Another brand new sealed one, Space Racer. That's for the Atari. Broderbund software. Another brand new sealed, Gold of the Americas. Another Atari. There's really some crazy stuff, guys. I love finding this old software. Ancient Land of Wise, or is it Wizard Wars. Paragon software. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. I'm not sure what those are for. Probably some little gimmick thing they had in there. I don't know. Okay, this is good because it's got a couple more sealed. Operation Clean Streets. Clean Streets. Atari again. And this Twilight's Ransom, also sealed, brand new. Atari ST. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Scarecrow. Another piggy bank. It's missing the top, the plug. There's a copyright with the date, and unfortunately, it looks like it's been cut out. It's a cut right there. 19 something. Wow, that doesn't give us too much insight, but it's another old piggy bank. Maybe we'll sell those two together. There's some movie reels. Processed by Kodak. Okay. Just saying, dual purpose. Remove insert for Super 8 usage. I don't know. Old film here. Oh, this is just a reel. No film on that. It's a take-up reel. Okay. Did we find a 8mm projector? I don't think so. I can't remember them. We've been going out this one a while now, and it's been so much stuff. That's a piece of leather right here, I think. And a castle's been carved out of the leather. There's the sketch for it. How interesting. Oh boy. Okay. Looks like he's doing some kind of a graph, or what do you call it? Pencils on it or something? I don't know. Some interesting graph paper there. It's triangles. Notebook. There's some collector's pages for cards there. It's nice. Far Side Gallery card. I just got it. It's actually funny. There's another one. Do I wish you a Merry Christmas? No, I wish you an embarrassing rash. What do you think? Of course, I wish you an... Okay. It's funny, but not that funny. A little bit more card pages here. Copyright 1976 Paramount Pictures. It's some kind of Star Trek stuff, right? This guy's really into Star Trek. There's some kind of a puzzle rules or something. Go, a game of Oriental strategy. Oh, this Go. It's a very hard game, isn't it? There's Essex. I think that's the book that he wrote or was involved in writing. Okay, here we go. Star Trek. Oh, there's Mr. Spock. The photographs. Okay. What we got here? Okay, I'm gonna cut a little bit more software. Question 2 for the Atari ST. That one's open. This one's not. Alien Fires, 2199 AD. Paragon Software, Electronic Arts is for the Atari as well. That's brand new seal. Great stuff. Okay, and then the okay, that's not something we're gonna be looking at. Oh, there's one that's actually sealed brand new too. Okay, those not gonna go through. Okay, that's it. Okay, look who came to help.
Came to bring coffee.
Okay, she brought me a coffee. Yay, that was much needed. It's like 95 or higher right now.
Super hot.
It's getting close to 100. Going through this box right here, and so far since Jana got here, we haven't really seen too much excitement.
No.
But we just pulled this out of that box, and this I think is exciting. That's an Atari SC1224 Atari branded monitor. That's something you don't see every day.
Well, and look, honey, the cord.
Yeah, that's probably all Atari cords, probably, right? They look very similar to the old Apple cords.
Yeah, that's cool.
Could be good, but that is most likely something that goes with this. We found this earlier. I've already showed this. So that's the 1040 ST, and look, it's got a disc in there. Oh no, it's a blank. Got the Atari mouse, which is just super cool. This right here, we've already got somebody who wants to buy that from me, but now we got the monitor to go with it.
Pretty cool.
What was the number on that again? 1224. So I don't know how those numbers go together, but what else we got in here? Ooh, look at that. I think we found one of these. There's one of these in the unit too. We're gonna pull that out of the trailer at some point.
Art of animation.
Oh, Animation Master. Wait, we just pulled this out. Animation Master. That's a sealed VHS. That goes with it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Bring that to the market. Who knows what's on there?
Well, here's something about puzzles.
Slave puzzles, huh? PC paintbrush. It's old software manual. Software manuals. Adobe After Effects. It's just a book right there. Oh, come on, something good? No, probably not.
Looks like it's been in there a long time. Oh.
I think it pulls out, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, it's like some sort of installed software.
Okay, that's nothing, I don't think. What's this? Glow sketch. Oh, that's kind of neat. 3D computer accessories. What is it, a mouse pad? Star Wars. Okay.
Magazines.
Okay.
It's a bag.
What's that? What's in there?
Unleash the power.
Oh, I bet he went to like a computer convention or something.
The bag's probably worth something.
That's neat. It's definitely vintage.
It's vintage.
Winning touch.
Yeah, I think the bag's cool. We'll take the stuff out of it.
Trash Creek. That's a casino, Indian casino around here, not too far.
Poker. And the rest looks like booklets.
Some kind of gaming convention, huh?
Yeah, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, so not too exciting, but we'll hold on to the bag anyways. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this video up. Jana came over for just a little bit. Not really finding any good stuff. She was going through some of the boxes with me, but a lot of junk mail, a lot of junk. A few other things that were kind of interesting, we'll put them aside, but not really anything film worthy. We've been through so much stuff in these estate lockers so far that it's gonna take a little bit of something to impress me and put it on film, because otherwise we would have literally 3 hours of film. I don't think I'm exaggerating either. Already we're probably 5 or 6 hours into how much film we've shown on these lockers, so I'm only going to show the better stuff. We did find some better stuff, right? So I know this video has for like a few days, first moving Uncle Mike and Tyler, then going through it, and then another day of going through it, and today especially we did find some good stuff. But right now I'm almost up to the little booth here to pay for my dump load. The back full, you can't even see it, but we're full. It'll probably be 13 bucks to drop this, then I'm gonna head back and do some more digging, maybe some more filming. Hopefully I find some better stuff, but if anything, really what I hope to accomplish today is just to get through more of that trailer. All right, I'm gonna keep taking bites and bites and bites until we can get through it all. All right, thanks you guys so much for watching. We'll be back with another episode, probably digging through this stuff, or maybe the move to Hawaii locker. I don't know, whatever it is, it'll be out soon. Until then, good luck to you. God bless you. We'll see you next time here on Locker Nuts. Okay guys, check this out. Boom, open that. Oh yes, talk about Star Wars Legos. That is, I think that's what that is. Tons and tons of them. Actually, those look like the same. Like two of the same maybe? I don't know. Look at all these guys. Whoa.